because they have done their duties, they've done their due diligence. You give them the respect that they command. And as a leader, you have to command such respect. You have to be able to talk to people. Go and meet people and talk to them that, oh, this thing that you're doing, can you do this? Can you change it? And they will respond. These are people that have been divinely gifted with the spirit of leadership. He said leaders are custodians entrusted with the responsibility to care for Christ's people, places, and possessions. They act as a steward in their service and guardianship, mirroring the way they care for Christ. As in the church now, our daddy is our leader. It's our daddy's duty. It's our daddy's custodian over all of us. He will pray for us. He will like last Sunday, we were talking about intercession. He will intercede for us. He will counsel us. If anybody is going through any issue, they will come and meet him. He will counsel you, he will pray for you, he will advise you. And this is how leaders are. They are guardians, they are custodians over the people that they are overseeing. You take care of them. Not the other way around that I'm always using Nigeria as example because Nigeria is the perfect place for you to see bad leadership. What leadership is not. You say a leader should take care of people, a leader should be custodian over his people. But in Nigeria, police are killing youth. Share rice. There's flood. Share rice. There's no food. Fuel is 1,200, over 1,000. Share rice. People are not seeing lights in their house. Share rice. There's no water. Share rice. They don't care how people survive. They don't care how people will go to work. You are not being a custodian over your people, the people that you are leading. You are just oppressing them. And that is not how leadership works. It is our daddy's duty to make sure every one of us is fine. Every one of us is doing good in our walks of life. You see, on Sunday you come, how was your week? How was work? Because it is his duty as a leader to guide all of us in the right path. And that is what leaders should do. So we look at the gift of administration. Genesis 39, 3-5. Genesis 39. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hands. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake, and the blessing of the Lord was upon all he had in the house and in the field. Yeah, it says, and God has appointed this in the church, first apostles, then gift of administration, then we read it in 1 Corinthians 12:18. In that 1 Corinthians 12:18, it also says, like other spiritual gifts, the gift of administration is essential for the local church existence and well-being. Though few people consider administration as a spiritual gift, and some leaders don't strive to develop it. Most people think you must be C.A.C.River for you to have a spiritual gift. Most people think your spiritual gift has to be directly connected to spirituality, like praying in tongues or dreaming or seeing vision or interceding. But most people don't know that this smaller, I won't say they are smaller gift, but this important gift in the church. If everybody now have different gifts, you carry people. That's how it is. There are different people in the church, different backgrounds. All of us, we think differently. Most of us, we act differently. We are not the same people. One person come from Ekiti, another person is from Lagos, another person come from Ibadan. Different walks of life. This one went to this primary school. This one went to private school. This one went to go different. We are all different people. We all think differently. it is not the same way we see money. It's not the same way we see spirituality. So in all of this, do you think it is easy to manage? Do you think it's easy to manage anybody? I think the hardest thing to control is human being. Human being are the most difficult things to control because everybody have their own mind, everybody have their own agenda, everybody have their own head, what they are thinking. So this is why the gift of administration is so important. If not, the church will just scatter. You see, sometimes now during our interactive sometimes it turn very argumentative. The daddy will ring the bell. Okay, so okay, let one person talk. You coordinate. If not, you will get to a stage where people are start throwing chair and dragging on that person's wig. Or because they are asking you, Paul or Silas, which one is God's favorite? You argue, you start throwing chair. Because this is how different people in church are. It is the daddy's duty, the leader's duty, the person with the administrative duty to calm everybody down and keep everybody accordingly. If you think it's easy, go and volunteer in nursery or primary school and just stay there, or go to children's class for 2 Sundays. If you will not live there with body pain, you sit down here. By the time I tell anyone to sit down, another one have gone to climb the TV. If you don't have that type of leadership, I went to my sister's house when we visited them. You see like 3 TV there by the corner. Why do you have 3 TVs by the corner? The children will break everything. One by one. You keep TV up. They will break TV. So now I entered the house. They are the last TV that the father bought. Daddy, why is the TV touching the ceiling? He said, you will not understand. Go and check the other room. Check the other room. See 3 TV. All of them different kind of break. Children. Look at this chair. What happened? This one carrying knife. The chair is bouncing. He wants to see what's inside the chair. So he tear all the chair and brought out all the foam. And this is children that you will just leave when you go and sleep. And these are children. Now talk about adults that everybody have their own agenda. Everybody know what they are thinking. In church, it's not about destroying things. Now don't destroy. It's not about maintaining relationship between people. You don't want a church where half of this member are not talking to this other half, or this person not talking to this person, all because they are arguing or during interactive session, or me I ask question, nobody answer my question. So this person, but they answer this person's question. So you stop talking to that person. Or you say, you do this. They did a birthday for people of June. They did not do for people of May. And then you stop coming to church. These are the little things that the spirit of administration and spirit of leadership control. If not, the church will go into chaos. Everybody will be beefing each other. Imagine when there's no office, that you come that there's now caucuses. You now have caucuses that this group, they don't used to speak to this group. If you go to bigger church, you will see it like when you see more people. You know, once you have limited number, it's like a family, all of you know each other. But once you go to big churches, when you see over 200 people, you say, this one they are this one they don't used to talk to these people. You see them in church, they will just walk up past like it's not the same church, it's not the same God they are coming to serve. Competition of dress, competition of giving. But all of these things, it is the leader's duty to limit it. It is the leader's duty to make sure that the church. It is the leader's duty to make sure that everything is in accordance. It says the gift of administration gives the church direction, structure, and accountability while deploying human and other resources to reach the goal. Administrators like Titus are detail-oriented. Now, as our daddy as a leader, is the one that will come and say, okay, I appoint you head of usher, I appoint you head of choir. As a leader, it is their duty to also pick somebody suitable for a role. If not, we saw when Moses was leading the Israelites. He appointed leaders. He said, you leader over 1,000 people, you leader over 500, you leader over 200, you leader over 50, leader over 10. This is how you break leadership down. You look at people's quality. Don't go and give somebody elder because it's them that have the money pass. Prayer, they don't pray. They come to church once a month. Nothing concerning them with spirituality. They are very rude, but because they get money, we go plaster elder for them. And now in church, half of the church are offended because your so-called elder is talking to people anyhow. You go, you know that somebody is very arrogant, somebody has short temper. We now want to put them as head of usher. When envelope that you are meant to share and give people for offering, you are using the envelope to stone them. Anybody that talks to you anyhow, you insult them. These are the things that you have to consider, that when you are giving people leadership positions, when you are giving people administrative positions, you have to consider all of these things, that they are accountable and they are answerable to you. He said the gift of administration takes big projects, carefully breaks down them into doable steps, sets goals, make plans, and get them done. Like a leader will come and say, so this from headquarters, so they've given us a goal that we should raise so amounts for maybe church project. We used to do it now and say, okay, if by the tax us to do something, we have this project that we have to achieve. And then the pastor will come, okay, we'll do it this way, we'll do it this way, we'll do it this way. This is how we'll succeed. This is the plan. You set the plan in place. That is the duty of a leader. You break it down so everybody understands. In Genesis 39 that we read, it said Joseph excellently displayed the gift. He got to Potiphar's as a slave, but soon established his God-given ability. Even in prison, he showed his gift as a manager and administrator. When Joseph got to Potiphar's house, the album was still blessing the house. Everything coordinated it. Everything was arranged. Everything was in place. He made sure everything was tidy. He did his work diligently. No chaos, no drama. When they're meant to cook, food is there. When they're meant to go to bed, everything is prepared. Everything is in order, orderliness. And that is somebody that has the gift of administration. Some people immediately bring them to your house. Wahala. Help that you want to bring, but they say, okay, see this girl, take her to, you know how when we're growing up, I take this person from the village, go, at least she'll come and stay with you, you pay her school fees, she'll go to school at least. People will now come, scatter the house upside down. House that at least you people were doing fine before you know, things start to miss. If Joseph went to Potiphar's house and started missing things started to miss one by one, he will not get where he eventually got to. So this is how it is very important to have people with the gift of administration. See, Pharaoh acknowledged Joseph's managerial skill and set him over all of Egypt as he carried out his strategy to save Egypt and the world. Then remember when there was famine, and then Pharaoh made Joseph prime minister, and Joseph oversaw the storage of the grain and everything as it was interpreted in his dream. Somebody with the gift of administration, not somebody that will live lavishly. When there's famine, now we don't really have famine, but when there's shortage, when there's famine, you don't want somebody that lives anyhow. Somebody that knows to save. You don't want somebody that knows to save. You don't want somebody that is to live anyhow. If not, the food you have in the house will finish. Husband cannot save, wife cannot save. There's nobody that is controlling the finances in the house. As the money is entering, the money is going out. The God forbid the day that something will happen. That's the day that you know that Wala has come. Because all of you are big spender. There's nobody that's managing, there's no administrator in the house. So you have to be able to plan for the future. You have to be able to plan for winning this. And it is the gift of administration that helps you to do that. They say it was an administrative issue that could have split and destroyed the church in the first church. This led to the appointment of deacons who were expected to exercise the gift of administration. When chaos, this was when they first established deacons in the New Testament. When people start becoming wayward, when people start doing anyhow they like, when the leaders of the church are acting wayward, the leaders or the followers, all of them, the church will call itself and say, okay, let us appoint deacons, let us appoint elders in the church, and they will serve as a board and they will delegate on issues. And this is like a part of administration because they have to administrate the church. You have to look at the church sometimes. You have to look at the church as an organization. Yes, we come here to pray. We come here to do our activities. But imagine we come here every Sunday. This place is dirty. Nobody cleaned it. The door that church service by 10 a.m. We come here 10 o'clock. The door is closed. The door doesn't open till 11. By the time we come here, this keyboard is there. This one is not connected. The light is not working. How do you come back next Sunday? Do you come back next Sunday? You say this one, they are not going to do worse. But you need that management and preaching to organize. You need the church to be organized. You need the church to have the space. You need the cleanliness. You need the orderliness. At least you know that you are coming here. That means you know that somebody is doing something. The work of God, somebody is doing something in this place. Some of us will go on Sunday, we don't come back to the next Sunday. We might leave this place very scattered, but you come the next Sunday and see how it's already arranged, already ready to do another service. That is where the gift of administration comes. If you go to a church that is chaotic, you won't return there. It is important for those with the gift of administration to work closely with others who possess complementary gifts to foster an atmosphere of teamwork and partnership. So, like say those with administration, it is the teamwork gift. As our daddy will do this one, you instruct somebody else to do something else. Same way, he will preach, another person will do Sunday school, another person will do praise and worship, another person will take the offering. This is how you order things in the church. If only one person is doing the whole of the things, chaos at the end of the day. Because how can one person do the order of the service for 3 hours? You administer, you delegate, you give people roles according to their strength. And this is how you organize and you put people. It is the teamwork. There's no company that you go to that will not have CEO or managing director or board of directors. They administer the affairs of the company. If not, the company will close. Same way in the church. See the church as a company. If it is not managed well, if nobody manages the finances, if nobody manages the establishment, the place will fold. So say, this church, we have to close it permanently. So the gift of administration is as important as anything, because without it, the church will not function. Without it, the house of God will not be there. And this is what we always have to keep in mind for the gift of administration. Lesson derived. It says a spiritual leader must be more than someone who commands and directs. He should be able to influence people positively. So it's not about giving order. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. Our life should be positively improving. You will see, you can say, since I started coming to this church, good things have happened to me. My life have gone forward. I've been achieving this, I've achieved that, I've achieved that. Your life should be moving positively. It should be moving forward. It's not that you enter one church, from the first day you enter the church, everything started turning upside down. You say things fall apart. You enter church, before you know, this one's happened. Since you enter that church, there is no good news you ever heard. Won't you carry your slippers and run away? So it is the duty of the spiritual leader to make sure that our lives are influenced positively. So says, the God of harmony bestows the gift of administration on people who steer the church ship to maintain peace amongst people. Like I've said, you need harmony. We are all different people. You don't want people to be beating each other in church. You don't want people to be fighting. If you're having interactive session, two people are already they have different perspective, and it's already getting it becomes an heated argument, the pastor will cut it out. He will ring the bell and he will give a very diplomatic response that will please both parties. This is how you maintain orderliness, and this is how you keep people in check. If not, if you just sit down there and let us continue what we are doing, like I said, they'll start throwing chair, they'll start dragging weeds, all because of we are arguing Bible stories. So the gift of my administration is very important to steer the church in the right direction and maintain peace among the people in the church. Without it, the church will fall into chaos. We won't be here. Nobody will be able to come to church because every time you come to church, fight. Imagine going to church and at the end of the service, somebody will say, "This church, every Sunday after people must fight." Because of what? That shows a lack of leadership, a lack of administration. That after church, people must exchange blow first before they agree that Paul and Silas were not brothers. It's not even they're arguing for something else, but this is how the gift of administration works. Make sure you put people in check. Make sure people are answerable to one another. Accountability in the church. If not, people will do whatever you like. And the worst thing you want to do is allow human beings to do whatever they like. That is the first recipe for disaster. Any questions? Any questions? Any contributions? Anything you would like to add? Or anything that you've seen before that you want to